Okay, our next stop on our, I guess, little mini tour of southern Germany as far as beers go takes us to Ayinger, Germany, as a matter of fact. And we have another Ayinger beer. We did one before. I believe it was, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what the heck it was. It might have been a Hefeweizen, possibly, or maybe something else. I don't know. However, this one is a Dunkelweizen. I know we never did this style of beer before. It is the Private Brauerei Franz Inselkammer KG Brauerei Ayinger Dunkelweizen, otherwise known as Ayinger Dunkelweizen. 5.8% alcohol by volume. It's a style that is a bit like the Hefeweizen. However, Dunkel meaning dark in German. It's a darker version of it. Has its origins in southern Germany, just like the Hefeweizen. A lot of complex malts, kind of a balancing of the bitterness, and many say that some of these beers kind of taste like banana bread. So a lot of banana tones. There were a lot of banana tones in the Hefeweizen as well. However, these are a bit more pronounced, apparently. You'll also get your clove kind of aroma, clove kind of taste in these beers as well. Brewery is an old brewery. Not as old as the one that we did yesterday, but it is an older brewery dating back to 1877. 1877. So this is a old style beer, and yes, Hefeweizen glass, Weizen glass, if you will, getting another use. Very rare that I bust this thing out, let alone bust this thing out 2 days in a row. Here's the Ayinger Ur-Weisse, authentic Bavarian Dunkelweizen. So that is our beer today. These German beers tend to have a lot of long names to them, don't they? We'll open her up, and we're going to pour it into the Weizen glass, and as we do, we will see a pour that's a much darker pour than a Hefeweizen is, with a nice big frothy foam head. I can hear that head just whoosh, fizzing up, and it's always a beautiful looking beer, these Weizen beers. Just look at this just intensity of these bubbles just coming up, almost like a tornado inside this beer. Look at that. That is really, really an amazing activity here in this pour. Just a lot of stuff going on right there, as you can see. And as I pull back a little bit, you'll see a head that's really, really big and frothy. So it's going to take a little while to sift through this one as far as the head goes, and I might not only get a milk mustache, I might get a milk eyebrow as well. You never know. Let's get a whiff right now of your Ayinger Ur-Weisse Dunkelweizen. Definitely getting that banana and clove smell. I mean, it really hits you right in the nose. A lot more pungent than the Hefeweizen that we did yesterday. Almost getting a kind of a triple kind of smell. A lot of these beers kind of are a little reminiscent of the triple style. Smells like banana bread. It really does. In the description of the style, a lot of people say, hey, it's banana bread. It smells a lot like banana bread, to tell you the truth. So, as you can see, the color, a little dark, a little murky looking. I mean, look at that murk in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking beer. I mean, it really is. You can almost get hypnotized by the look of this thing. Definitely. So let's get the taste now of your Ayinger Ur-Weisse. I'm having a hard time sipping through this foam here. Tell you what, it really doesn't have that much of a... I guess what I'm looking for is the carbonation kind of taste that I was expecting out of this beer. I mean, look at the bubbles, look at the... It kind of starts out like it wants to have a carbonation, but it kind of falls a little flat toward the back of the mouth, almost like a... And I'm not judging the actual taste of it, I'm just judging the tone of it, I guess. Almost like a soda that's a little bit flat. Not quite flat, but getting a little bit flat. Kind of get that kind of feeling on the tongue a little bit from this beer. As far as the actual taste itself goes, very banana. Absolutely banana bread kind of beer. Cloven. Just not quite as strong of of a taste as the Hefeweizen, which is strange because I think the aroma is stronger than the Hefeweizen is. Let's get another taste of this real quick. Almost like a wheat beer meeting, dare I say, an American adjunct. It's almost that kind of mix in this beer, I think. Decent tasting. I'm not too crazy about it, and don't think I've ever had this style. I mean, maybe I had it some year and not even noticed it. Never had the Dunkelweizen style that I know of, at least. Have had quite a few Hefeweizens. But yeah, this one is more of an adjunct kind of taste. It's decent, but it's just not quite doing it for me like the Hefeweizen does. So I'm going to give Ayinger Ur-Weisse Dunkelweizen, I'll give it a 7 out of 10.